I was the correspondent of BBC Arabic in Egypt when the revolution started. The 28th of January, I was going on air at about 2 o'clock, and the Friday prayers, after which everything should start, usually end at 1 o'clock. So I made a point of going to certain mosques and not staying in the studio in order to get a feel of how things are going on the street. Our studios were in central Cairo, so I went to a number of mosques. Everything was kind of calm in a number of small mosques that I passed by, but by 1:30, in one of the biggest mosques in central Cairo, the one in Ramses Square, it's called Jami al-Fath, there was a crowd of about 15,000 and growing, and they were chanting anti-government and anti-regime slogans very furiously. It was one of the most scary protests I've seen. I've seen the police for the first time scared and afraid. And then violence started, and tear gas, and there were stones being thrown by the protesters on the police. And it was getting violent. And I was getting a bit late. And at 20 to 2, I decided it's time to go. It's not safe, and I have to be there for the two-way that I have to do with the studios in London. And the distance was about 10 minutes, so I had enough time. On my way out, I realized that I actually was perceiving this happening. All the exits were being blocked, either by protesters or by police, except one exit. And this is the one I used along with other journalists in order to get out of the area. To my greatest surprise, I found that the police had left this one particularly open because they had besieged it from a distance with plainclothes elements of the police. These are called state security elements, or regime thugs, as they came to be known later on. And these guys, they arrested us. Talking about my own experience, I immediately told them I am a BBC correspondent. They took away my photography camera. I was taking shots for my online piece, and they started beating me. The number allocated to me alone was kind of 10 to 12 people beating me, and all of a sudden I realized I might not get out of there alive. And my realization was actually enforced when I was beaten by a steel bar over my head. And exactly in this place, all of a sudden I found blood flowing out. And I kind of believed, this is it. I'm not getting out safe. I'm not getting out alive. And my biggest concern was to stop the bleeding. So I had one hand over there, and they kept beating me on other parts of my body. And after they had their fun, they decided to arrest me. The same applied to other people around me, many of them journalists. And for the first time, Egyptian police didn't really care about looking vulgar in the street and being filmed beating people and being filmed doing what I call atrocities. Okay, they were filmed shooting people even. And this is very unusual in Egypt. They used to do everything behind closed doors. Later on in the day, we went to a plastic surgeon, and I had my wound done, and I had proper medical attention. And they told me, it's your call. You decide if you want to go back to work or not. Actually, I wanted to go back to work the same minute because, history was being made. I couldn't miss it as a journalist.